This is an Ultrasabers Aeon V4, and it's one of the more basic hilts that Ultrasabers produces. It's a two-handed saber, so it's quite long, you see, and it's 1.5 inches wide and 12.375 inches long. So kind of a nice length for an adult and might be a little long for a kid. So the Aeon V4 is kind of an extended version of the Initiate V4 by Ultrasabers. Here's an Initiate V4. So you can see the design is almost identical. It's just sort of stretched out a little bit, and you have an added choke point. So this model that I have here has an AV switch, which from Ultrasabers, that's an additional $15 to get that as an upgrade. And that's the only upgrade I have on here. You can also get some windows in the emitter here, which is kind of an attractive feature. But yeah, I do like in the grip portion here, it's very comfortable to grip with the ridges. You could also decide to add some O-rings or some decorative elements to this area. And same thing in the emitter area. These ridges would make it very easy to add something like an O-ring. So I think this is one of their nicer kind of basic models. I like the Aeon V4, and I mean I like the Initiate as well. So it's kind of the rounded off nature of the design is very attractive. And here's the pommel. So this is kind of one of the standard pommels that Ultrasabers will use for their basic sabers. Has the kind of knurling on the edge, and it is MHS compatible, as are the majority of pommels from Ultrasabers. So you can use some custom saber shop pommels there. Yeah, so that's probably mainly what I wanted to cover. So this saber would come standard with a 36-inch blade, which is a full-size one, but you could opt to get a kind of smaller blade, like a 32, 24, 16, that would be the same price. Or if you wanted to go for the extra large 40-inch blade, then that would be an additional $20. But I think for most people, you would want to just stick with that 36-inch blade or maybe a 32-inch blade. But, you know, it does all come down to preference. So it's just kind of a nice two-handed saber, very basic saber. Ultrasabers is currently pricing it at $69.99. It's also somewhat common for people to receive a saber like this as a grab bag saber or mystery box saber. So don't be surprised if you end up one of these if you opt to purchase a grab bag saber or a mystery box saber. But let's see, last thing, I'll just turn off the light to try to get the color a little bit more. Although of course, see, it looks sort of a little more purplish on video than it does in person, but this is the Guardian Blue LED. That's kind of one of the common colors you would get, but you have a variety of other color options as well. So there we go. That is the Ultrasabers Aeon V4.